Welcome everyone, my name is Mustafa, otherwise known as Chris, and welcome to some more Crysis 3. Today I got a match of Spears on Hell's Kitchen. It was a pretty good game. I haven't done the Hell's Kitchen on this channel before, as far as I know, so I'm so glad I finally got a good game of Hell's Kitchen. This is a really good map, but unfortunately I'm not very good at it. But luckily I managed to get a good game in. We really played the objective. It was a really close match. The other team were playing really well. I have to admit that I can't deny the fact that they're playing really well, and I hope you like the outcome of the match. You probably, I don't know, you'll see what happens. When it happens, I'll just explain some stuff. But anyway, I did have a better game yesterday. It was on a hydro dam. I'm sure most of you who play this game know that map. Unfortunately, I didn't get to record it though because I was rendering a video. Rendering meaning just getting it ready for upload. And while it was rendering, it uses a lot of my processing power on the computer. And I didn't have my capture card software open at that time because I didn't want to strain my processor. It is an i5, but at the end of the day, the less you've got going on, the quicker it processes what's the stuff you're currently doing. And the render was going to take 20 minutes as it was, and I didn't want to strain the time, and I didn't really expect to get that many good games anyway. But I was playing Hydro Dam, and I somehow managed to pull off a lovely score of 18-2, and the game was so good. I got some really good sliding kill, well, one sliding kill, but I got a couple of kills while doing it. I got some really awesome kills in general. It was just a really good game, and it's a shame that I didn't get to record it. But luckily, just after that, I managed to pull off this beauty. It's not as amazing on any level, but it is still really good. So, and I had a really good time while playing it. So I hope you guys enjoy that. Now I have a couple of topics I want to bring up today, and the first thing is weapon balance. Now I'm not going to complain about weapon balance. I love the weapon balance in this game. Excuse me. I don't know what Crytek did, but whatever they've done, it's like no gun. Every gun has an advantage, but no gun is overpowered. Now what I mean by that is, I'm using the Scarab as this is the weapon I'm using this entire game. I think. I know I'm using the Scarab at the moment. I'm not sure if I use the whole game, but I definitely use the Scarab for most of it. Now, a lot of people like the Scar, a lot of people like the FY7M1, and they all have different advantages. The thing I like about the Scarab is it holds a high fire rate and quite good damage. Downside, it's got quite a bit of recoil. The Scar, now this doesn't have as much recoil, it has a lot more power, but it's got less of a fire rate. And if you just go through most of the weapons in that way, you find that no weapon is overpowered. Except maybe in some cases the Typhoon. Now that's a submachine gun. Now I wouldn't like to say it's overpowered, but where it's got such a high fire rate, you'd expect it to hold a bit of recoil with that, but unfortunately it doesn't. And a lot of I've only used a Typhoon a couple of times, but whenever I get killed by the Typhoon, I always find that every person who kills me seems to wield the ability to not have recoil on the weapon. Now I'm not sure if that's just a kill cam glitching out, but just judging by the kill cam and what I've seen, I will test out this weapon a bit more in the future just to verify this claim, I suppose. But I don't know, it just doesn't seem to have recoil. But I did find when I used it, it has two downsides. The first one, it runs out of ammo extremely fast because of the amount of bullets it can fire in such a short space of time. And another downside to it is it doesn't have the range that most weapons have. So that's why it doesn't bother me too much when I get killed by that weapon. I just think, alright, fair enough, it's a submachine gun, he killed me at close range, cool beans. But I think the issue is, if you try to use it at longer ranges, like medium to longer, I love this kill here. Boom! I didn't expect that to happen. But anyway, there's no really issue. I don't have any issues with any of the weapon balancing in this game. I don't know if any of you do. If you do, just please let me know. But so far through this game, I've never experienced a weapon which I can safely say that's overpowered. They're all really well balanced. Now I suppose it's either one of two conclusions to this. Either Crytek got lucky in the way they've balanced their weapons, they just did it and hoped for the best, or they did what I think they did, which is they tested the weapons thoroughly and they all worked out fine. Now this is what I like about Crytek as a company. They're very good at making their games full of quality and time and effort put into the game. I know this was brought out within 2 years of Crysis 2, but they haven't had to develop the engine. It's running on similar, well, on the PlayStation anyway, it's running on similar graphics to what Crysis 2 did. Now they've probably improved the graphics a little bit, I mean, they always do that, but where they've already got the engine built for them, they've been able to just make a really awesome game in such a short space of time, and they've done it a very good job. I mean, fucking well done Crytek. They've done a really good job of this game, and I can't wait to see what future projects they hold. Now, the next thing we'll talk about is player maneuverability. Now, the good thing about this game, and it's one of the awesome things about this game actually, I don't think good even explains it in the slightest. You can jump and grab ledges, you can jump really high, you can slide along the ground, you can do so many different, well, it's not so many different things, but if you are a creative person, and I don't mean you're an artist, I just mean if you can be quite creative with the way you want to take someone out in this game, you can use maneuverability so well to your advantage. I mean, in that game that I unfortunately didn't get to record, I just decided, oh, I'm going to slide under these guys. I slid, and I'm just shooting hipfire, the Scarab mod 2 with, I've got rapid fire on it, and these guys just went down so, well, not easily, but they went down, and you just feel like such a badass when you pull off such a cool kill like that. And I love the way you can just boot open doors and boot cars at other people. As you saw earlier, how badass was that when I booted the car at that guy? You get a kill like that, and you just feel like such an awesome person in the game, and it's not even in an arrogant way. You just do it and you just think, oh yes, that was awesome. And you just get so many moments like this in this game. You get, like, when you get a kill streak, it's not like in some of the games that I've played that have kill streaks in them. You get a kill streak and you think, yes, I've got an orbital strike. It's only 5 kills, but you just, I don't know what it is, but it just feels so rewarding to get kill streaks in this game. And I don't know what Crytek did to do that. I think it's just because it's quite a challenging game, but it's just so awesome to play. And back to player maneuverability, the things you can do, like boot cars and jump on ledges just to get into new buildings and slide along the ground, and if someone's shooting at you, go into stealth and jump really high out of the way. Just stuff along those lines just makes it such a good game to play. And I imagine I'm going to get a lot more playtime out of this than I have a lot of games recently. So when I originally said I'm playing this for like 6 to 9 months, I can imagine that will go on for a little bit longer. So if you guys are still happy to watch more Crysis 3 for longer than that period, then please stay tuned. I'm happy to do it. This is such a fun game to play. I can't believe how good a job Crytek have done with it. I mean, I expected them to do a good job, but this is just a beauty. There are not many things I can put as bad points about this game. I mean, there's a few things, but I'm not really going to go into that because we're talking about the good points today. This is not a review, this is just a couple of cool things about the game. Now, as a final thing I want to talk about is this single player. Now, I haven't had much of a chance to play this. I've played the first mission. It took me about 35 minutes because when I originally got this game, the plan was I was going to do a playthrough in both armor mode and stealth mode, and the challenge was if I was using armor I couldn't use stealth, and if I was using stealth I couldn't use armor. And I was going to do a playthrough, or 2 playthroughs coinciding with each other, so they'd both be uploaded and listed at the same time. And essentially you'd be able to pick which one you want to see. Do you want to see me use armor, or do you want to see me use stealth? And that was the idea, but the problem is I would have to make another account on my PlayStation in order to play the single player twice, and because for some reason it doesn't allow you to play 2 campaigns at the same time, so I unfortunately put that on hold. But if you do want to hear my views on the single player, then I'll play through it as quickly as possible and then just give you my views, because I am quite a big Crysis fan. I played the first one, I played the second one, I enjoyed them both quite a lot. I admittedly enjoyed the first one a lot more than the second one, but you know, I would like to just finish off the trilogy and just see what happens with the story of Prophet, which is pretty much what it's turned into. I mean, originally you're Nomad and so on, but then you've become Prophet, so I'd like to see where that goes. And as a final note, yesterday I picked up a couple more subscribers. Welcome to the club. You've officially earned the rank of legend along with all my other subscribers. Thank you so much. I love the support. So anyway, if you like the video, please do like the video. Post in the comments with your thoughts and opinions and stuff like that. Subscribe for more episodes like this. Have a nice day.